shenanigans of completely butt-fucking their users. Good to see nothing ever fucking changes there. I gotta check my Idol Slayer real quick, and then we'll get into... I just got some basic math stuff I gotta look at. Okay, good. So it is working. And by tomorrow I should have enough to ascend. I'll deal with that on my own time. Okay, so we got some interesting topics this morning. Number one, we have some stupid, the lack of parlance here, the lack of a better word. We have some stupid bitch called the Senate parliamentarian whose name is Elizabeth McDonough or something like that, who appears to think she has more power than God and is effectively gutting the big beautiful bill. Two of which are the things I probably cared the most about, which was gutting the NFA by removing silencers, and it was the Hearing Protection Act and the Short Act, right? The ones that removed short barrel rifles and shotguns from the NFA, as well as the suppressors, which would be great because that's just two more things you don't have to pay fucking tax stamps on, which, by the way, is a constitutional right to own these things, per the Second Amendment. But because of this cow cunt, for lack of a better word, they got removed. So I'm hoping that if we exert enough pressure, anyway, there's the ugly bitch's face. She's got to go. She's going to keep being a roadblock and a hindrance. She's got to go. It's time to get someone else in place. You know. You know, I've seen this post before about AOC possibly being pregnant. While that wouldn't surprise me much, given, you know, the incestuous nature of politics, and I wouldn't be too surprised to see that it was the staffer or someone else in the building, so to speak. You ever think maybe she just has, like, a really high metabolism and an eating disorder? Could be. Yeah, Thune, you're a fucking retard. Fire the bitch, hire someone new. Oh, but it's tradition. Yeah, tradition basically to have fucking Harry Reid's fucking stooge gut your bills whenever she fucking wants. I don't think so. So... that's creepy. We got a lot of this floating around too about getting rid of one of the no, I don't believe her. I think she's full of shit. Personal opinion. Until I see actual evidence, yeah. So... So you claim. Alright, that's Quinnipiac. There's one. The Hill is not a accredited polling center. Sorry. Well, they like to poll only in DC, so these numbers don't surprise me much. Fox News likes to poll in their city areas. They don't like to reach out too far. Economist YouGov is a leftist leaning poll, and Quinnipiac's the interesting one out of all of these because they're kind of left, but they tend to lean more center. And they usually do polling pretty good, actually. Like they reach out outside of city centers. Yeah, I highly fucking doubt this. Anyone who has this as their fucking title, I doubt it. This was another wild story. So, Adam Christopher Schiff admitted to planning the ritualistic killing of 14 Christian leaders across 10 states. Obsessed with the Old Testament and militantly opposed to the New, Schiff says actions were a part of a mission he called Operation First Commandment. So he's basically fucking nuts. Um, yeah, you're lumping in the actions of a couple of people together to make the whole group look bad, and I don't play those fucking games. But okay, so I guess yeah. Oh, that's a bad idea. That is a terrible idea. If you see someone open carrying a firearm, do not pepper spray them. It's a good way to end up in a body bag. Oh, that's a hell of an escalation. No, not really. You're pulling an object out from your waistband or out from a pouch of some kind that they cannot see. As far as they know, it is a gun. They will draw down on you and they will open fire. And when they realize it's pepper spray, they're going to feel bad, but at the same time, they're going to say, hey, he tried to assault me with pepper spray. I defended myself. But
So, Ray, what happened yesterday at our favorite ramen restaurant?
There was only one person,
Who was that worker?
the owner.
You're indoctrinating your kid and not giving her all the information. You're a scumbag and a terrible parent. Is it gonna hold more accurate to the original Transformers? That's my big question. But the Pentagon actually confirmed what Donald Trump said. So did the Europeans. She's always been kind of a dopey broad. Whatever. Well, actually, as far as complexity goes, it was more pinpoint and precise than any of those other operations. Hiroshima and Normandy were literally just dropping bombs and invading a beach. A very hard to invade beach, mind you, but it wasn't precise. The Bin Laden raid was precise in the fact that they located him. The person that they knew where he was for fucking years but refused to go get him. But I do agree that comparing this to other historical events is kind of dumb. It's an impressive feat landing one bunker buster on top of another on top of another. That's impressive. I heard somewhere that they did 3. That I don't know exactly how accurate that is, but I did hear it. So, and even if it was just 2 of them, you know, landing 2 bunker busters within a space that's about the size of, you know, a small air conditioner, is pretty impressive. Oh yeah, no, I always got a kick out of their stock footage being effed up. It's kind of hilarious. I gotta share this stuff, don't I? Yeah, this is why I wanted to start early. I've also got to grab the pop-out chats, too. So, yeah, that's, kind of entertaining to see that happen. But apparently, and this was more news that might catch your interest, it's a little bit of online trauma, but fucking Twitch has gone off the deep end. They're banning Linus for multi-streaming, even though when they had him come on to their platform, they knew he was going to anyway. That's a headache.
No surprise to anybody with a brain. All of this interview thing can destroy. This is confirmed by a third party, the UN nuclear watchdog. What a shocker.
Do you have that all the highly enriched uranium was inside the Fordo mountain or satellite photos that show
illegal satellite. He doesn't even know about it.
Are you certain none of that highly enriched uranium was moved?
Of course, we're watching for single aspect. Jennifer, you've been about the worst. The one who misrepresents the most intentionally. What the president says. I'm familiar, so I'm not aware of any intelligence that I review that says things were not where they were supposed to be.
Acknowledge the female pilots who also participated in this mission. The early
Oh, here we go.
So fucking stupid this shit.
Yeah, you and I both.
facility before the B-2 struck.
This is the third time they asked one question. They're bots, bro.
Seems to be more of an assumption based off the fact that the bombs went in at the correct angle. They struck the exact aim points they were intended to. Based on
Yeah, that footage was fun to watch, actually. I'm going to see if I can't rally it up and actually find that black and white security camera footage.
Not a video inside of the Iran nuclear facility of the bomb exploding. So how do we even know that the bomb exploded? Literally everybody is saying our assessment shows the centrifuges
Yes.
used to enrich uranium in Iran's facilities have been completely destroyed. Literally everybody is in agreement with this except for the mainstream media.
Yeah.
How the fuck is that happening?
Yeah, that's a good fucking question, Zach. I'd like to know the answer to that myself. Oh, wait. I already know the answer. Here it is. They're just trying to bag one over on Trump. The problem is that Trump has the backing of several other accounts. That poor guy. Yeah, I did a 7-hour stream, 7-ish hour stream yesterday about that, and I'm not impressed. Okay.
Fire. The school fire in Augusta Elementary. 38.
Yeah, it was.
Glad you made it up. Okay.
Thank you. This would be $62.67.
I said it. I'm going to the grocery store next week. We're going to take you up on that.
Yeah, he's entering a grocery store in Roosevelt as we speak. Target, yeah, I'll snatch him up. Who's arrested?
Hey, Antonio, I'm supposed to...
Gabby, get out of there.
Oh, hey. Need a little help out here?
To you. I warned everyone. No one to see.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Killing story of Phoenix. It's a beautiful bird that at the end of its life settles into a nest and sits at 75 in a new Phoenix. It's born from the ash of the island horizon.
I like to live in the real world, and every day I do this thing where I touch grass. So, dear MAGA,
Don't ever touch grass. I've seen the clip he's referencing. I'm not rewatching it. Another unhinged wackadoo. Hang on. Huh. Yeah, I gotta do the same thing actually.
well, it's safe to say that the No Kings protests from last weekend have turned into a major disaster for the Democrats. And it continues to get worse and worse. And now today, we just seen another individual, a recruiter for the No Kings protests, who has been arrested.
Oh my.
They found this video coming from the recruiter on the day of the No Kings protest, just hours before an absolutely horrific incident that took place involving this individual. Well, you guys will see very quickly that he is completely unhinged. He is not safe whatsoever. And these are the types of people that are working for the Democrats that are trying to recruit individuals to go to these protests. So here you go.
The ex-national things days
What? Wow. And you're a loser. Yep, that's fine. Just don't open the door after you do. Please. Thank you.
So yeah, he is totally right in the head, right guys? Well, this individual who loves virtue signal and pretended he was somehow on the right side of history on all this was just caught and arrested, and this whole thing is a developing story that's getting absolutely crazy. So breaking recruiter for No Wednesday, Alexander Wing arrested for an attempted bumping attack on freeway in Portland. This is an actual thing that he was arrested for. Okay, we have even more details about everything that was going on with this. So the Portland man accused of attempting blowing up on the freeway with an IED and nails on.
So this stupid fucker thought he was gonna blow up a freeway. Oh my god, he's so retarded. It's always the same retards. It literally is. It literally is. Look at this. Far left, non-binary climate activist with a hatred of the police. They're always the same fucking people all the time. I kind of gotta wonder if being far left, non-binary, a climate activist, and hating police have some correlation with some mental disorder somewhere. I'm not a professional, but like, yeah, this is where you start asking that question, you know? Like, do those four things have a correlation with a certain mental disorder? That's what I want to know. Oh man, these guys are just... Pardon me for a minute. I actually have to... Oh, actually, this presents with a good opportunity, an educational opportunity, to those of you who don't know how to sharpen your shit. Because I know a lot of you do not. So generally speaking, when it comes to sharpening, if you have to break out something like this, you did something with your knife you weren't supposed to. But the thing about this is it has the coarse on one side, the coarse, almost metallic rock on one side, and the porcelain on the other. So what I'm using today is the porcelain. I'm just trying to get some of the roughs from me sharpening it yesterday on the rough side out. It shouldn't take much. Generally speaking, you want to have about a dime's worth of space between the thicker parts. If you look at this very carefully, you can see that there's an angle here, and then you have the edge itself. Well, if you line up the edge itself with your stone, so it runs close to parallel but still perpendicular to where you have like a dime's worth of space between the angle cut on the knife itself and where you are sharpening. Generally speaking, you're doing it right, roughly. And I am not sponsored by them, but this is a Camelus titanium. Brought to you courtesy of Walmart. I don't know if they still carry this particular knife anymore, but it is a really nice knife. The Ranger bands house, the top one houses electrical tape and some fishing line, and the next one down is just an empty Ranger band in case I run across something that I want to stash in the knife handle without, heavily modifying the knife handle. Generally speaking, about 3 to 5 swipes on the porcelain usually does pretty good. That's ceramic, that's white ceramic. But, yeah. Of course they're into carbon markets and ESG. Yeah, that's your big friggin' warning sign right there.
The No King's Day was likely politically motivated. Well, I would say that from that video that we watched coming from him, that yes, he probably was politically motivated. Alexander Wick is a far-left, non-binary climate activist with a hatred of police. All that tracks. All that completely tracks. His last video uploaded, I vowed, was posted just hours before the attack. So this was happening just before the entire thing went down. And he recruits people to take down fascist Trump for the No King's Day. It's very interesting how this entire thing, the No King's Day protest, has continued to backfire on the Democrats.
Oh yeah, no, because the worst part about it is that when you look at the financials for 50-51, it all tracks right back to them. That's the bad part about it through Act Blue and whatnot. Yeah. Not all the finances, but there's a decent portion of it that does. See, in order for my plan to work, we need BC and a whole lot of construction equipment. So it's going to backfire on the Democrats. It's not could, it's going to. Yeah. Now the question is, how do you get the skin to recess back to where it needs to be? Aspen Gold if WoW never existed. I don't know. Maybe. You're kidding me.
Since we're talking about integrity, I'm confused as to why my Republican colleagues aren't talking about the lack of integrity when it comes to the president's family's visas. Let me remind y'all that Melania, First Lady, a model. When I say model, I'm not talking about Tyra Banks, Cindy Crawford, or Naomi Campbell. Applied for and was given an EB-1 visa. And what that stands for is an Einstein visa. Now, y'all that don't know,
Oh, YouTube just crashed out. That's nice. How nice of you. You're not going to stop the signal. Oh, I already did that one. I need you and you. That should be about it. Just so we're not cycling through that. Alright. Oh, let's see here. Top Iranian official undermines Ayatollah's nuclear damage claims. You know what? I've covered a lot of Iran over the last week. Still sad about that. Um,
What's always a lot of that with the other videos and photos without me?
I'd like to react to his video on that, but it's probably going to be a day or two. I want him to get as many views on it as he can before I decide to, you know, poke my nose into it. Kyle Hill is possibly one of the most straightforward individuals on YouTube, and I love his content. And I do deeply suspect that he's going to have some things to say about destroying nuclear centrifuges that would probably surprise you. And, yeah. I'm surprised this story isn't getting more traction. I'm actually kind of shocked at that. What are you doing? Why are you licking Mom's table? You're so weird. Alright, I'm not going to say all the food at a black cookout would be great, but I've been to a couple of them in the hood, and some of it's pretty damn good, actually. Like, to the surprise of every white racist liberal out there, actually pretty good food.